What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hyacsho. I am Hyacsho, and this is MetaWard Radio. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to enjoy games more. No, seriously, I thought I'd try and maybe do something a little bit more constructive with these videos other than just venting about my stressful parts of my life being a YouTube content creator and streamer, as well as a marketer and living in a hot fucking sweaty desert and not knowing any way out and just hitting my head against the fucking floor. In light of that, I thought we could talk a little bit about something called a project gate. Now check this out. The whole thing that I'm about to talk to you about is all made up. I made it up completely. This is literally me sitting with a notebook, writing it on my computer and saying, that's actually not a bad idea. Do you know how many times I've been scrolling the internet at large, whether it's Reddit, Blue Sky, fucking Facebook, whatever the case may be, and I see so many people saying about how they're bored with games, how there's nothing to play, and this and that and the next thing. And you know what? I'm tired of that because it's rubbish. I know that a lot of people are feeling a little bit that there's nothing to play, and that's because they're playing really bad games, or they're not getting a lot out of the games that they are playing. So I created something called a project gate. Essentially, the problem is I start taking on too many projects and too many ideas. I get overwhelmed, I get burnt out, and I have 100 things on the go, and then not a single one of them are actually done very well. Whether it's a podcast, a live stream, a Patreon, or this or that, the next thing, blah, 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 blah. It's all good stuff, but I'm only one person and I have a full-time job and only about 2 or 3 hours a day max, if that, to even work on any one particular project. So I came up with a gaming gate list. Can't say gaming gate because of that whole thing, but you know what I'm saying. So, number one on the list in no particular order is, are you genuinely excited for the game, or are you just buying and playing the game because FOMO? This one I feel is very important to say first. I've found recently, maybe the last few years, and I haven't been paying much attention, people tend to jump on a game for a few weeks and then jump off, whatever is the current trend. We play a game for a little bit while that streamer or that creator is talking about it, and then we move on to the next thing. And I don't know about you, but it's also getting a little expensive to stay with all of these games coming out as much as they are, trying to play them all, finish them, enjoy them, and then move on to the next thing. Ask yourself, would you try this game if nobody told you to try it? I personally love discovering games that no one has spoken about. I know that's very old school hipster of me, but the idea is like, I found Hades before Hades was a thing. So I played the beta and it was insane. And then I didn't play it again for 2 years and it became this phenomenon. I was very proud to say, I got there before everyone else got there. Whatever, that's the thing I do. But think about it. Another important one that I've started to realize is important to consider is, will you regret this game in 20 or 30 minutes? That's a really weird point, but hear me out. It's really important to recognize that a lot of games these days, especially in the indie space, have demos or early access games that can potentially be free. I highly recommend you try these out when you ever get the chance. Rather than sitting down and committing yourself to a long, intensive gaming session, now you only play a few minutes, see if it's something you want to play, and then move on with your life if it's not. It also helps you decide whether this game is going to hook you long term or whether it needs something of a lot more commitment to figure it out. And that within itself is a good little filter. So you don't always have to sit and grind out hours and hours and hours of a game and only to get to the end and be like, oh, well, that was a bit of a waste of time. Which neatly brings me to the number 3 point. Do you have the time or the energy to commit to this game right now? A good example is Destiny 2. I am a big Destiny 2 fan, or I was. I still am, pretty much. But I stopped playing the game. Once upon a time, I went and I bought a whole premium package edition with the expansion and the platinum and all this other stuff, and I realized that the game itself required me to come home every night after work and play it for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours to make sure I got my daily challenges and I did the this and the that, and I carried on playing the story and everything. Then I had to go and organize a meetup online with a bunch of people that I didn't even know to play a raid, which took a whole Saturday, and then we didn't even do it, and then no. So no, for me it really didn't pan out to be the game that I wanted to commit my very precious time to. And eventually I realized I just didn't have the energy to commit to a game like that. And maybe ask yourself that question too. Do you have the time and energy to commit to this new game? Is it something you want to sit back and play for a very, very long time, commit the hours that it may take? Or is it just a light experience that you're going to spend an afternoon on? A good important point here is bite-sized boomer shooters, a sub-genre of boomer shooter games created and pioneered by both DOSman Games and David Szymanski. David Szymanski is the creator of Dusk. They went and started to create games that are literally could be finished in an hour, in a lunch break. That's the intent. The idea with games like this and other mini experiences like that is just enjoyment. Just sitting in, having a little bit of time for yourself and playing it and getting a lot of good feelings back. That's the whole point of enjoying games. So ask yourself, do you have time for this particular game that you're looking at? Do you have the energy to commit to that kind of game, or do you not? very important question to ask ourselves, especially people like myself who have a 8 to 9 hour, maybe sometimes 10 or 12-hour job that we need to commit to every single day. We're not kids anymore, I'm afraid, guys. We're going to have to figure these things out. Which neatly brings me to the fourth one. There are 5 on this list, if this was a list. But the fourth thing that I wanted to talk about, which I think is a common problem in today's gaming landscape, is are we going to play this game because it's fun and will create memories, or are we just playing this game to fill up time? Now look, that is totally fine either way, I guess. There are a lot of people that want to just play something to fill up a slot of time that they have to waste time. I take the metro every day. I watch guys play on their handhelds or their smartphones. It is literally a game to fill up time and to waste it while we get to our destination. Similarly, a lot of people come home and they cannot, and I respect this a lot, they cannot be asked to do anything more than collect 4 or whatever the case may be. Completely get that. But it's important to ask yourself, if you're going to be buying this game, is it to literally waste time and just get on to the next thing, onto the next day? Or is it a game that you want to buy to make memories, to actually make something of that experience? I think it is important, personally, to try and buy games that help you create good, positive memories. That's actually a video I wanted to make, is how games are actually memories. And that's why they're so important to us, that when people fuck with them, why they ruin everything. Anyway, I digress. Think about it. Do you want to buy this game to make more memories, to have an enjoyable experience that you can look back on in many, many years, like Mass Effect series for me, or now Remnant, which I'm really enjoying? Or is it just something to fill the void and move on with your day? Either one is okay, but it is important that you know what it is. Which brings me to my last point, which was a bit of a strange one, but I kind of wanted 5 points on this list, so, go with me on this. What would I be doing if I wasn't playing this game? And in a nutshell, you'd be playing another game, wouldn't you? If you have a series of games on your list, like for example, I went and I got the Dark Knight Arkham series. It was like $10 for like all 3 of them. I don't know what the special was that day, but I got all the games, I bought them, and now they're sitting in my Steam library and they're part of my backlog, and I haven't even looked at them ever. I've not even downloaded them before. And why? Because I would very much have rather played Doom. And that's really what this point means, is that, do you feel like playing this game right now? And if you don't feel like playing this game right now, you need to be comfortable with being okay with that. It's okay to put a game down for a very long time and never touch it. It's okay to buy a game and not be happy with your purchase and put it away and play something else. It's important to be aware that you are allowed to stop playing a game if it's not working out for you, and rather play something else. I see a lot of guys, especially young guys, that are committing to a game like Dark Souls or whatever else. I'm just saying Dark Souls for now, and hating the experience. Call of Duty is another one. If you're not having fun, my friend, stop playing the game. No one is going to judge you except you. So get over yourself, put the game away, and go and play something that makes you happy. It doesn't matter if you spent the money. Hey, if you can refund it, then maybe you want to do that. I don't normally do that because maybe I want to go back to the game in, 5 or 6 years when I actually have a free day off. But the point still stands. If you're not having fun, don't worry about it. Put the game away, go and play something you would actually enjoy, and then you'll get so much more fulfillment out of the game if you ever do come back to it. Like I said, guys, there's no rhyme or reason to this list. Attack every single one or just 1 or 2. I hope that it helps you. And that's what I was trying to get to with this video, is just trying to enjoy the games we do have a little bit more. Or when we are buying games, trying to find the ones we really like. Maybe you have some other recommendations. If you do, put it into the comments section. I'm sure people would appreciate your recommendations too. It's part of the community that we're trying to create as well. Imagine that, an internet community where we help each other. Ooh, crazy, I know. But that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here on another episode of the MetaWorld Radio podcast thingamajiggy, this little audio commentary show that I do on the internet more or less every week. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, please don't forget to subscribe or follow to see more. Until next time, everybody, please take care, rip and tear. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Tell you the truth, I do like doing these audio commentary things. This is more of a how-to, I guess, but it's just because I had this on my mind. I do have other videos that I want to make. Like, what is an industrial horror video? That I want to do. That I'm desperate to do. Now someone else might do it. They won't. No one takes ideas like that. And then my Doom video. I've actually got a really good idea for the Doom video. That's going to be great. And I need to make the Doom video because I'm really getting bored of Doom the Dark Ages. And if I don't make that video now, I am not going to make that video. So, yeah. Big plans. I hope. It's the 20th of July. And if I don't do it before I go on vacation in August, I will not do it. There it is. Anyway. I want to play a game now. I'm tired.